In Station 2 of our break trail experience, we're going to look at when Jesus was actually arrested. As Jesus finished praying, he knew what was going to take place. So let's see what happens next in that journey. This time I'm going to be reading from Matthew chapter 26, verses 47 through 56. While he was still speaking, Judas, one of the 12, suddenly arrived. A large mob with swords and clubs was with him from the chief priests and elders of the people. His betrayer had given him the sign, "The one I kiss, he's the one, arrest him." So immediately he went up to Jesus and said, "Greetings, Rabbi," and kissed him. "Friend," Jesus asked him, "why have you come?" Then they came up, took hold of Jesus, and arrested him. At that moment, one of those with Jesus reached out his hand and drew his sword. He struck the high priest's servant and cut off his ear. Then Jesus told him, "Put your sword back in its place, because all who take up the sword will perish by the sword. Or do you think that I cannot call on my Father, and he will provide me help here now with more than 12 legions of angels? How then would the scriptures be fulfilled that say it must happen this way?" At that time Jesus said to the crowds, "Have you come out with swords and clubs as if I were a criminal to capture me? Every day I used to sit teaching in the temple, and you didn't arrest me. But all this has happened so that the writings of the prophets may be fulfilled." Then all the disciples deserted him and ran away. As we see here in this text with Peter, violence is a reaction to fear, anxiety, and loss of control. Jesus' example to us is one of love and healing, not revenge. On the table in front of you, you'll see some Band-Aids. Take a Band-Aid and hold it in your hands. How can you promote healing in a situation of conflict or chaos in your life? Keep the Band-Aid in your wallet as a reminder of God's call to be peacemakers. After you've taken a moment to do this and reflect on what God wants you to do, you can move on to Station 3.